Hi, I'm Lynn Langett.
And I'm Samantha Langett.
And we're from Teaching Kids Programming. We're going to tell you how to get set up to program with Java in this quick video. So first you want to go over to our site, which is
teachingkidsprogramming.org,
and click on the
Kids button.
So then you want to go to the under the Kids menu under the Recipes for Java. And if you read out line 1 of the instructions, the first thing you need to do is
Java environment setup. Read me instructions for running from Eclipse.
Eclipse is the editor that you're going to be working with, so you need to get your editor first. So either you're going to be working with Windows, these are README files, or Mac. So if I click, and I've already opened it here, if I click on the Windows file, I need to download and install Eclipse, and I want to use the included 99 Eclipse JDK installer. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on the installer, and then I'm going to pause the video. So you can see on the bottom here that we have the 99 installer. So we want to go ahead and click on that, and then we want to run that. And that's going to download anything that we need for Eclipse, which might include the Java Development Kit or the JDK. And so there it's downloading the JDK, and it'll be downloading Eclipse. So again, I'm going to pause this. The install will take a couple minutes, and during the install, if you want to see the details, you just can click on the Details button, and you'll see that in our case, the JDK is done and Eclipse is now installing. It took about 3 minutes on our machine to install, and what are the messages that we see here, Samantha?
Finished.
And what kind of details do we see?
Application JDK and Eclipse. Status OK.
Cool, that means they're installed, so let's go and verify that. Now we're going to go to step 2. Go ahead and read that.
Java project jar file setup. Project for the recipes. Download and unzip from here.
Alright, so let's do that. Now we see that's done, so let's show that in the folder. And then we're going to just move this to a folder called Recipes. So you'll need to create this folder, Recipes, and now we're going to just paste in, and then we're going to unzip this, and these are your lessons, which we call recipes. So which one should people start with, Samantha?
Square.
The simple square, yeah. So they'll be able to code up the square, and then we have a square quiz as well. So these will be .java files because we're working with Java. So I'm going to pause this while this is unzipping. When this is done, you'll see there's a README file, and here's the actual recipes. Now the next step is to open Eclipse. So we're going to open Eclipse, which by default will be at C Eclipse. And you might want to right click here and pin this to your taskbar so you can find it. And then it'll pin to the taskbar. Now when you go ahead and open it, it's going to ask you for a workspace. This is where you're going to be working. You can work with our files in one of two ways. You can either use this workspace and import the files in, or you can change to a different workspace. So in our case, we're going to go ahead and use this default workspace. So can you read that path out for me, Samantha?
C users Samantha workspace.
Great, so we're going to click OK, and that's going to open up Eclipse. I'm going to pause the video while it's loading. We suggest when you open Eclipse, you close all windows. It's just going to be a little bit simpler, and then you go to Window and Show View and Navigator, and then you right click and you go to Import and General and Existing Project into Workspace and Next, and then you browse and you find the appropriate path, and I'm just going to pause this while I do it. Here it is, Recipes. Click Finish, then navigate down and Intro to Programming, down to Source, Org, Teaching Kids Programming, Recipes, and then open up, which one, Samantha?
Simple Square. Double
click it, and it'll open up, and then you can start translating the lines and start programming in Java. For more, go to teachingkidsprogramming.org. Thanks!